Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. How are we, everyone? Hope you're all well on this fine Saturday evening, Saturday daytime, if you're possibly in the States and waking up for the first time. Welcome. Big news today. Ooh, sorry, better crank down those epidemic trees. Beats. Good song. Yeah, no, big day. Jack's birthday, second birthday, my beautiful son, this week. So tomorrow, trying to get everything sorted today before tomorrow. His mum made a beautiful cake for him. We run around just getting bits and pieces done. I stayed up late last night putting together his presents. Hot tip, little AMG little electric car, which he's going to go nuts about because he loves cars. It's got a little remote control, one of those ones you get on eBay. I'll chuck a link down if you like them. It's pretty darn cool. Yeah, you can forward, reverse, it's got noises, you can put sound, you can put your stereo, sync your phone to it for music. So yeah, very cool. I think he's going to absolutely have a ball with that one. Wish we had them when we were kids. They're very, very cool what you can get now and not too expensive. So yeah, not too bad at all. So yeah, a lot happening obviously this weekend, so I haven't had a chance to really delve into the news. Weekends, generally there's not much on the web anyway. It seems to go slow. Main probably stories we do have this at the moment, iPhone 11 unboxings. There's just a ton of videos. Unbox Therapy, Marquez did his yesterday. Apple iPhone Everything did his. And they're all saying like pretty much it's a good phone. It's not a crap phone. It's not a piece of crap. The cameras are good. The battery life's good now with the extra battery. I haven't seen too many negatives towards it, so I guess that's probably a good thing. My contract's due up in November, so I get a phone with my contract anyway, so I've got to, no, he's not taking one. I've got to redo it. So I think having the extra cameras is not too bad. And then after talking to a gentleman yesterday at the boat show about the adaptable lenses for the phones, that's maybe not a bad thing, like having that extra phone. Channel 9 News, that they use their phones. They've got like a ton of phones that they use that they've got sort of pretty much offload the cameraman and just get run by phones with good lenses on them. So there's, I guess, good and bad things to having a phone. I mean, it's not what everyone wanted, and I get that. And I think probably the biggest thing on the phone wise was no 5G. 5G is probably not blowing up everywhere at the moment, but it's coming. There are spots you can get it. And what I have seen is when there's no 5G, the actual speeds, even when it's out of range or you don't get that direct 5G contact, when it drops back to 4G, the speeds on the 4G were pretty insane. And for me, that's pretty important. As you know, work out in the mines, my internet doesn't work. I can't use the Wi-Fi at work. It's 2 megasecond. Can't even put up takes like an hour and a half to upload a 10-minute daily vlog. Same with TV or PlayStation, just doesn't work. Whatever I've tried, just does not work. I can hook it up to it. I can play PlayStation now, but it takes a while to load. If there's a 50 gig update, days. You'll leave the thing on running for days just to get it to upload. So, which A is not good for the machine, and B it's just bloody stupid in these day and age. I think a lot of people that run businesses are living in the past, and they don't understand the internet and what is required and what's needed. And yeah, dial up 2 meg is just ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, so the iPhone's looking pretty good. There's been nothing bad about the Samsung Fold. So both the big releases, the Samsung Fold and the iPhone 11, both are pretty much come through with flying colours at the moment. So that's really good news for both of them, obviously. It gives a couple of good options there. Obviously that Samsung's in the $1 range. It's probably going to be $2.5 grand. And the iPhones, we all know they're between $1,000 and $1,700, $1,800. So yeah, check them out. I don't think you're really gonna get a bad phone out of it, I guess. So that's pretty good news for everyone. Few guys that are on Steam, so probably more so the PC guys. Legal proceedings happening in Europe, and they are suing Steam basically for the rights to be able to sell the software or the games. So basically, if you've got a game you built up, you can basically sell that onwards, and it looks like it's going to get through. So there's going to be a possibility that you Steam guys are going to be able to sell your games. You can build up a game and then sell it for a certain portion if it's at a certain level. So something different, and obviously something that's going to affect the gaming world a fair bit. So very interesting one to watch that. And yeah, can't wait to see what happens out of that one. That's very interesting. That sort of online sort of a legal issue. It's probably a very sensitive one and hard to sort of delve into what it is. But yeah, like if guys that are gamers, it's going to be a positive for you, because if you can build something up and then after a while you go, oh, I've had enough of this, and then that money and time you've put into something, you might be able to get some of that back, which is probably a good thing. And I guess the only thing I can consider with that is, what's that Marvel game I had on the phone for ages and played, and unfortunately I sunk a bit of money into it, and I learned a lot from that, and I'll never do it again. You get nothing back in the end, and it's just sitting there, and I don't really want to delete it because of how much money I've spent on it, and it's like, well, really, it's no good to you. So it's probably a learning lesson not to really invest into games as much, unless you're a professional, a la Fortnite and those type scenarios. Be very subjective and have a good think about how much you are spending on those games if you are going to get it back. It's probably going to be rare that, say, a PlayStation or a Sony or a big game mob's going to have the same mistakes that Steam is. So yeah, be very interesting to watch that one. Freewell filters. I have done some Freewells before in the little lenses I've got for my GoPro 4. We looked at those a long time back. Jesus, it doesn't feel that long. It's only been a year, I guess, a bit over a year I started this channel. So I've done a lot, and I look back at those now and already I look how hopeless I was. But yeah, so those Freewells, they're a good, cheap, entry-level sort of filter, and now they've come out with a good upper tier one. You can now get a magnetic filter on it, so it basically comes with a base. Screw that onto your camera once. That's a UV filter, so it constantly protects your lens, so that's good. And then you can punch on a CPL or whatever level ND filter you need, and that's just a clip-on. Also comes with a lens cap, so that's just pops straight on as well. And then it's got enough force, so it's not going to shake free or anything like that. It looks really good. I'll see if I can chuck a link over to that so you can check that out. It might be a good one to use. These guys that are constantly changing filters and stuff on a job, screwing on and off, I know it's a pain, and it's big bucks if you are in the upper echelon and you're paying those $300 to $400 a filter. Well, then I guess you don't mind screwing it on. That's a little bit different, but for a base level, if you're just sort of starting out and you're learning that, like this idea, Freewell, I mean, they're going to get better and their glass get better. They've got all the coatings, they've got all that. Obviously, it takes time and money to get to perfect something. So hopefully they've got the great idea, and hopefully they can then up their glass, and then we get a really, really good product out. And that's probably more important, is not how much you spend on something, but you get the right product so you can achieve the effect that you want. And that's what all photographers want to achieve. We just want something that's going to do what we need to do, or give it that little funky edge. You know, like your lens babies, they look funky and wow, they're tripped out there, bits of glass picking out and that, but oh man, some of the effects those guys have is pretty darn awesome. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So check them out. I'll chuck a link down for that. I should be able to find that for you. Freewell magnetic lenses, lens covers, ND filters, and CPLs, and UV filters, obviously. So very, very, very good. And that was pretty much about it. There's bits and other pieces floating around. Trump goes quiet on weekends. I think he hibernates. So yeah, not a real lot to be talked about at the moment. And to be honest, I got one thing on my mind at the moment. Jack's second birthday. Can't beat it. What a little champion. For those that really know me, that grew up with me, they know I was never going to be the dad. I was always that single guy that just wasn't interested. To have him now and to be able to share this and see him grow up is pretty amazing. I'm feeling very, very lucky that I have him. So very, very cool. Anyway, and doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing, that's pretty much it for me today, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow. So if you're coming or going or off to town on a Saturday night, stay safe, watch your drink, don't let anyone put any of that crap in there, and I will see you all in the morrow. Jack's birthday. Big shout out to Jack. He's 2. Okay, see ya.